Let's see, is it going? Today's word is going to be love. The Love. Oh, the clouds, the lovely clouds. I love it when they're not chemtrails. Love is a magic word. It's also a very misused word. Like when you get into an infatuation of where we have to have, we really want it. It's a constant, 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 constant. It's bigger than life in our own minds. When we just dwell on one single little unit of what we would consider love. Like people who are so nitpicky, they go pick up all their little leaves out of their yard because they don't want trash in their yard. When it's something organic trash, okay? And love, like Valentine's Day, which was a massacre. Yeah, let's correlate love with a massacre. Where does that come out at? And all those little things that we do love, like the flowers and the animals and the people that are around us. And when somebody loves something so much, they put into all their effort into just that. Well, we can't live just by love alone. We have to learn respect of the conditions around us and to tolerate the other conditions that are around us, because most of this is out of our control. Big time out of our control. I love the idea of the freedom that we can have when we are in love, when we do have love, when we share love unconditionally, by respect, by again tolerance, and by understanding we each have our own little ideas of what love is. It's not a card, but it can be a card. Any kind of emotion shown with giving from the heart is love. Doesn't matter if it's an idea, doesn't matter if it's something that you created in the kitchen, doesn't matter if it's like, no, you really shouldn't be doing that because you know it might lead to something else. There is tough love. That is good love. I raised my children with a little tough love. I wasn't going to cater to every one of their little whims or owies or other things like that unless there's blood and needs stitches or something. But otherwise, you always take the mind off of the pain. That is not love. It's fear. It's the opposite of love, actually. Pain is something that we can eliminate by loving ourselves, by giving the truth of who we are to ourselves to share with the world. A smile is love, unconditionally. Go around and see how many people, when you smile at them, will smile back. You see if they have a little twinkle in their eye. And if they do, then that's real love. When you can sit outside and have the birds talking and the bees, which bees are love, coming around and landing on you to say hi. They're not there to hurt you. There's no reason for fear. They're part of Mother Earth and Creator's gift to us. Gift. G-I-F-T. We can't return the gift. We can recycle the gift. We can give it back. That's what caregivers are, giving it back. Not caretakers. They just do the job because nobody else will do it. And it's not always good. Now, that part is not the tough love when they're taking it, when they're using it to their own ends of denying but creating fear. I mean, but love of creation, there you go, that's it. What can you create that you really love to want to share? That's today's word, love to share. And there's just, I mean, every person's perspective is so different on love. Big time. And if there's something that you, and if there's something that you really have no idea why you hate it, why it is just so under your skin to the point where you really just want to retaliate. The best thing to do is check it out in a different perspective and see what you can love about it. Enjoy it. At least forgive it if it's irritating the living shit out of you. Because they are this being the same as you are just being. So there has to be compromise, especially in love. Only because there are levels of degrees of expectations, which shouldn't be there whatsoever. No expectations, if you can help it, with love. Just understanding that hopefully we are all trying to do our best to make this plan work, whatever this plan is, does, becomes. Surrender to it, yeah. Surrender to the warm fuzzies that make your heart pitter-patter and glow, that you just want to run out into the street and scream, yay! No matter what it is. It's like in the 40s and the birds are out just having a ball, because I hope they think they know it might soon be spring again. Every so many days it's again spring. Have to take the tender little babies in. That's love. When you are predisposed in this existence to give help to it, so it can become stronger. So when you love it, it'll become more of itself, and then be able to share that love, that energy that goes out there everywhere. Where's my kitty hugs? I have a kitty that just gets the hugs. And tell you what, that's my love. Because little kitty, I mean, it's an outside cat. It should be feral to a degree. But this cat is just, I'm going to come over to you and get a hug. And that's its intent, is love. And that's some of the best little parts of existing sometimes, is those tiny little pieces of love. Those fleeting moments of happy, and to where you're just really going to go out and share with everybody and try to make peace and give people freedom to be themselves and enjoy the surroundings of what we're offered. This is all an offering. We should give thanks and prayers for our offerings that are bestowed before us. Yes, bestowed before us, even though we may ask for it, because it can get complicated if we take it personal, if our intents are not the way of divine right order, if the situations occur to the, I don't want to say obedience, but for some reason obedience comes to my mind, that we have to be a certain way, or that things have to be a certain way to make it all happen. That's not freedom. When you have litigations and limitations and ideologies about what, who, when, why, how love is, or should be given or received, or whichever, I mean, whoa, that's a big order to fill. And tell you what, the universe is pretty busy with some other bigger things, so watch out what you ask for, because it's going to give you the closest thing it can to see and to test you if you are correct, if you're right. And you don't have to be correct or right, but if you've earned it, you have earned it. Be it on the plus or be it on the minus, you have earned it. Just by your ideologies. You know, what is the biggest ideology? Possession? No, not my idea, but that's what some people create love to be, is as a possession. Since I love you, I possess you. No! Since I love you, I will respect you. I will give to you and share with you what I have available. And if that's basically not what it is you're looking for, then you need to look within, because first all of it comes from us, within. Where is our standards? Where are our morals? Where are our realities of what we've created to share in this love? There's my catties. Like, I love to try to do flowers. Well, my flowers are a little wimpy right now, but I still love them. Look at the pretty colors. I mean, they're gorgeous, but it just didn't work out to be an arrangement like I would like it to. But oh, smell the rosemary. Smell the rosemary. Now that's what I love, is what we can do with all our senses. To feel it, to smell it, to taste it, and just to look at it. Look at the beauty of that. It's just so cool. Yeah, and that there's other things that will help as well. That'll bring us the joy and the love that we need to succeed here. We just have to learn to look to receive, basically. Even if it's just 5 minutes of peace and quiet. And time has no essence in this either. What is time? It's a categorizing of sunlight and dark. That is time. So if you're in your natural cycle of being who you are, or what you are, or how you are, or when you are, and it's never the same, and that's almost the funnest part, it's never the same. And if it is, then you need to recalculate your spirit and soul, because it should be free to be independent, to do what it needs to do every second. It doesn't have to be the same. We are not repetitive robots here. Even though I do rock a lot. I like to rock. I love to rock. It just has something to do from when I was an infant, I think, and living on a boat in the Keys of Florida. You know, Key West down there in Florida. Just constantly, rocking and rocking and rocking. It's amazing that we don't understand that our first 3 years of life are our most essential, and that parents weren't taught the love. They were taught the Cinderella syndrome. They were taught the situation is of so many merits, and that you have to live by external means. We don't live by external means alone. We live by internal means of how we think, how we feel, how we see, how we touch. And it all does reciprocate out there. It definitely goes out and expands for everybody. So know that what you put out there is either being accepted or denied, and that there may be a reoccurrence, action-reaction, a karma by it. Let's not go too deep right now. It's almost a beautiful morning. My hands are cold. It's the only reason why it's not beautiful, but I'm still out here doing it. Today we're going to play. It's going to be a great day of playing. Or evening, afternoon, whichever part, 4 o'clock afternoon. So future videos will be coming out with the playing. Because that's what love is. Sharing time, effort, and energy. And create situations and occurrences to make happy time. To me, that's love. To me, that is what makes the world go round, and the smiles on people's faces, and the love and joy in their heart. A little wine and food doesn't hurt either. But forgive those things that you don't love. Try to eliminate hate out of your existence, because it just creates more damnation, and damn should be uncreated out of your existence too, because that also creates unlove. We have to find more from our heart within our minds to create more love. No more hate. No more disgust. No more, oh, I gotta have, because that's not the way the universe works. If we allow ourselves to be open enough to accept the love of universal law for our own path and our own way through the divine right order, we will have what we have been wanting and looking for, and can exceed with it. I mean, can just be out there full of it and enjoying every little nook and cranny of what life has to offer. And sometimes when it seems there's nothing at all to offer, that's when it's like building up, and then sometime soon it's going to bust open and surround you and take you to that heaven that you've been looking for or trying to create. or recognize. But again, you can't have standards so high that there's pedestals involved to where you're going to end up falling down or getting pushed off. And that's not fun either. We're here to enjoy, to have fun, and to make it all worthwhile so we can share it with others and create an existence of pure harmony for a heaven that, you mingle, not fight and argue. You get to a stoplight and you go, shoo, let's have a drink of water and then let's go on. You don't take it personal. You don't try to control it too, either. You can only control yourself. My favorite story on that is when the gardener plants his seeds and the seedlings come up and he tries pulling on the seedlings to think if that'll stimulate them to grow, but that's not their way. You can't push and prod and pull and manipulate. You can only nurture, tend to, and share healthier its environment so then it can grow and produce and bud and just provide what it is, what your intent is. And its intent can be your intent as long as you, again, are gentle and tolerant, because cycles do occur here. We are in a cyclic existence. And that you don't force issues. You also don't try to overtake care of it, where you're going to kill it by flooding it, or by suffocating it, or, just making it unhappy. And that's not love, is when you can make things unhappy. That's not love at all. But we're going to have another great day. It's April. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be 54 years old in a few days. Well, not a few. A couple weeks. Anyway. 54 years old. That's a 6. That's a number of love. Ooh, baby. Here's our discussion of love. It's just open arms, open heart, and free mind. That is love. A smile, a sharing of the joy, party, dance, sing, and just give it all. Not to where you're exhausted because you're not playing the right role, you're not being yourself, you're not doing the personal being thing, which is where it's really all at. There are no real knight in shining armors. There are no real realities that we have been told that are going to be here to save us. We have to save ourselves. And it's not really a saving as much as it is surrendering. Surrendering to the time, the place, and the people that are there. And if you're alone, enjoy the alone time. Again, something will change that, because the world is full of changes. And if you can roll with the changes and enjoy the little pushes, and not shoves, but little pushes, little proddings, and just create. That's what love is. And again, I'm going to start rambling if I start talking about the tough love and the infatuated love and the love of just, knowing that today counts. Now is here, and this is where we're supposed to be. Not somewhere else in the past, and be hurt by those loves that just got to you. No. Those were all just learning experiences to let go. If you give yourself the opportunity to let it go. The past don't mean squat. The past is just a reflection of what was. You can't have what was in the now. And you can't have what will be for the future in the now. So keep the infatuations out. Keep the ideas that it's got to be a certain way and that things are going to come to you because you make it so. Well, it doesn't happen. No, it doesn't happen like that. So be in the now. Don't carry the past. Don't look forward to a future when you have here and now to give, share, and be the love that we're here to be. So if by chance, this is what it is, whatever. I love you guys, really, no matter who you are. My heart does give that smile for all of you, for all of us, because I know if I give, I receive. So call me selfish. But we are here to do just that. That is the creation of the reason why we're here. To forgive the ones who don't know the difference, to play with the ones who do, and to enjoy the alone time, because the first love should be coming from within you. Don't look with outside. Don't look... Well, do enjoy the outside. I love the birdies. But don't just use that four-letter word for possession, for the idea that it is definite, because nothing is definite in life except birth and death. And that's only on this third dimension, because the other dimensions, there is no birth and death. There's just always creation going out there. So things are always evolving. So give yourself a smile every morning when you wake up, and your day will be a whole lot better. And know that you are allowed to love yourself first and foremost, because the rest will fall into place. Because when our harmonics and our hum and our being is centered to the now, then it all becomes heaven. So place no judgments on yourself or anybody else, and enjoy this other spring day, because here we are, and we will see you again soon. Peace and love and joy always, y'all. Bye.